It is possible in North Carolina for you to buy a car only to find out just 2 months later you are driving it illegally.
A change in state law gave dealers wiggle room on securing titles and tags, but WRAL Investigates found that can put some buyers in a predicament. Colin Browder explains your risks and rights when it comes to title in transit.
Sammy Rackley found just the vehicle he wanted, this 2018 Ford Expedition Max.
The experience was excellent at the dealership.
But when he drove the Expedition off the Capitol Ford lot in Raleigh, he didn't realize there was a title in transit. Did you have any idea that dealers could sell vehicles without titles?
I did not.
Just a few years ago, dealers had to hold titles to sell cars and trucks. But in 2017, state lawmakers gave them more leeway. They now get 60 days to secure the title after sale and get the license tag issued.
Title in transit basically means I don't have the title, but it is in transit somewhere coming to me. Lieutenant
Charles Taylor is an investigator with the DMV's License and Theft Bureau. In the past 2 years of supply chain challenges, his office has launched 46 formal investigations where customers were left with no tags or title after 2 months of paying and waiting.
Operation of the vehicle must cease. So it really puts a bind on customers that purchase vehicles.
Is this a situation that favors dealers over consumers?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty equally beneficial.
Jeff Ketchum, pre-owned sales director at Johnson Lexus, says before title in transit, dealers might have dozens of vehicles sitting on the lot with unsecured titles due to unforeseen liens or out-of-state complications, holding up the seller and buyers.
Because every day that they're sitting is just money. Maybe there's the perfect car somebody's looking for sitting back there and they never knew about it because we didn't have the title to it. Whereas now, you know, they can end up with exactly what they were looking for.
The risk is title complications that can't be resolved before the temporary tag runs out, leaving buyers like Rackley in a bind.
It was a little frustrating not having tags. You know, we're from a small town. You get pulled over, you know, it's kind of a big deal. You have an expired tag, and for me, it's not our fault. It's the dealership's fault.
He complained to Capitol Ford and the DMV. Investigators informed him the law gives him recourse.
You have a right to request in writing liquidated damages, and liquidated damages are 5% of the sale price, not to exceed $1,000.
We just wrote a letter.
Capitol eventually made it right.
A couple weeks later, we ended up with the check, so it's worked out. And tags.
I've only, to this day, had 2 people that have actually requested the liquidated damages and received it.
So it's important to check on the status of the title before you buy the used car. Understand your rights and also seek out reputable dealers who will be transparent about any problems. Colin Browder, WRAL News, Raleigh.
According to the DMV, most title issues are taken care of without formal investigations. However, dealers can face felony charges if titles aren't resolved. Investigators point out that there are more title complaints with private sellers, so do your homework.